Oscar ratings are down again. Let me get to this, and it is remarkable. I have several stories related to this, but let's get to it here. Alan, you've got the ratings. What was
I don't
the
have
drop?
the ratings. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
I thought there'd be an article, but there's
not. Bring it up, but let's get the historical perspective first. Here we go. Starting in, well, this is a good year to start. 1996. What were the Oscar ratings? 45 million in 96. 2006, 10 years later, 36 million. 2016, 10 years later, 34. It kind of held solid. In 2026, 17 million.
69.
I mean, this guy says, Nick Cale, it's over for these networks. TV only exists anymore for live sports. That's true. It's the only thing, frankly, that I watch on live TV is sports. Baseball game, football game, whatever. I've got the variety story here that gets into it. I'll share it here, Alan. We'll get the gist of it. 98th annual Oscar rating hit 17.9 million viewers, down 9% from last year and lowest since 2022. Still the number one primetime entertainment telecast of the 2025-26 season. Doubled the Golden Globes viewership, 8.6 million. Social impressions jumped 42% to 184 million. Social impressions, that's not a good metric. A lot of people were talking about how they weren't going to watch the Oscars.
Yeah.
We have a story from Variety. I can bring it up. Basically repeats what we just discussed, but it's worth noting. Alan, what do you think the reasons are for this? And then I'll tell you mine.
Okay. Well, they mentioned 1996 as 54 million or something like that.
45 million.
45 million. Do you remember what the Best Picture nominees were in 1996?
I don't.
Here we go. Sense and Sensibility, Il Postino, Babe, Apollo 13, and Braveheart.
Oh, these are all good movies that most people saw.
Yeah. I mean, Braveheart and Apollo 13.
Yeah.
I mean, most people saw both of those movies. Those are spectacle movies.
Yeah.
People saw it multiple times. Braveheart, I mean, people still talk about it today. And this year, the two were basically Sinners and One Battle After Another. Look, we experienced it on this very channel. This channel rises and falls in views based on the quality of movies out there. That's just something we cannot deny. And it is not Conan's fault. It is Hollywood's fault that the ratings are down.
And it's here's what I think part of it is. They used to nominate popular movies.
Mm-hmm.
A movie was popular at the box office, so that means a lot of people saw it. Say, for example, Dances with Wolves by Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
It was also got acclaim from critics and people in the industry, from the crafts, etc. Like, they were popular with the public and the industry. Now, the Oscars only nominate movies that the industry likes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like they make movies, they're making movies for people in the industry, not for mainstream audiences, which what I think One Battle After Another is. It's really something, Paul Thomas Anderson made that movie for the industry, but not for a general audience to enjoy. I mean,
Well, who nominates and votes in the Academy Awards? It's the industry.
Exactly. So you look at these movies, when you look at them, they're making movies for themselves. They are the audience, not general audiences or popular movies. And those are fewer and far between at this stage. So it's just not to mention, like, there's that. So I think it's death by 1,000 cuts, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is the relevance of celebrities is over. The age of celebrity is over. They're just, and the fact that like, even like thing with the non-controversy of Timothee Chalamet pointing out, rightly so, that ballet and opera are not as relevant as they once were, and that could happen to the movies. He made a very important point. It's not original. Yeah. Other people have pointed this out.
It was a matter of fact.
He's pointing it out, and then even kind of mocked him in the. It was so embarrassing. I really thought it was horrible. But there's that. There's the political speeches that really turn people off. People get turned off by these speeches. Okay, not a surprise. So I don't know. Any final thoughts on this? Because we're seeing something that used to be thought of as literally, I mean, they would call it the gay Super Bowl, right? It's the biggest award show. It's the fashion, it's film, it's culture, its relevance is now just, it's becoming, it doesn't matter. It doesn't move the needle. And if movies are going to have an impact, which they have had in the past, they're certainly not doing it now. I'm not surprised by any of this.
Yeah. Well, let's look at next year. So Project Hail Mary will probably do very well. And Dune Part 3. What am I missing?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that those popular movies will actually get nominations.
Well, I don't think they will be popular movies, so to speak. I don't think Project Hail Mary is an Apollo 13. I
think it'll be I think it's going to do very well. We'll talk about it on Friday.
Yeah. And part of it is I think people will be desperate to see good movies. And
let me show you what happens after the Oscars. This is literally hours after the Oscars ended. The red carpet is thrown in the trash in a back alley dumpster, and this woman found it. I'm gonna play the video for you. You gotta see this.
The Oscars were last night, and I'm still looking for a rug. So let's go see if we can give me some of the red carpet.
This was around the corner. I know where this is. So they're putting everything away after the event.
Carpet is gone. It's only 8:30. I knew I should have come down at 5 a.m. I'm gonna go see if it's around the back of the trash. I was here for an event after the Oscars like 10 years ago, and they were taking the carpet down at 5 a.m. And so I know that's when they do it, but someone told me the other day that they had events going on after the Oscars they had to leave it up for. Liars. Okay, so I found
it's in the trash. There's all the red carpet from the Oscars, and she's gonna grab a piece.
Dumpster diving.
She takes it back to her apartment, tries to fit it.
A big knife.
Oh my God!
Is it insane to take a huge
This is hilarious.
Okay, well, this is the smallest piece that I can get, and it's freaking huge.
And by the way, to be fair, they trash carpet from conventions like WonderCon, San Diego Comic-Con. So, to be fair,
okay, let's open it up because I actually didn't check the quality or the size or the shape.
Okay, here she is putting it in her apartment. I guess she lives close enough to walk. But there you go. It's barely used.
Like, I bet she finds an Oscar in there.
Oh, a bonus!
You could use that as a runner or put it in your bathroom.
Once we cut it to shape. This is perfect. Okay, I've just vacuumed it because it has like the little backing.
Oh my God.
Because it's all rolled up. It's in great shape.
All right.
My boyfriend thinks we should leave it this odd shape. I think we should cut it to a rectangle.
Well, there you go, Alan. That's what happens. That's what
could have given all that carpet to the homeless that were just outside.
Yeah. But one thing I want to talk about real briefly. We mentioned like Timothee Chalamet. So at the Oscars, he gets insulted in the open. They spent the whole ceremony poking fun. They joked about him. The crowd cheered. Winners mocked him in the speeches. The Sinners song did ballet in front of him, and they made a mold of Timothee Chalamet's butt. Here it is, to kind of mock him. All this to protect art while publicly bashing an artist for sharing his opinions. This is from Marvel Mania. You know, I got a lot of respect for him. I'm not surprised the ratings are down. I think that was a non-controversy with Timothee Chalamet. So, you know, because the point is movies are going to become less relevant culturally. And, you know, it's worthy of discussion.
Mm-hmm.